Our next speaker is title is AI in Financial Services Automated Company Valuation by Goran Gvozden. He's the principal AI consultant at Sovelship. So Goran presents an AI-powered solution for automating the valuation of companies on the Zagreb Stock Exchange prime market. By blending AI technology with human experiences, the tool accelerates valuations, empowering financial analysis with data-driven insights. His talk highlights the potential of AI transformation to transform financial research and investment strategies. Goran, welcome to the stage.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, hello everyone. So I'm Goran Gvozden. I work as a principal AI consultant at Sovelship. And today I'll talk about AI in financial services. Specifically, how we at Sovelship combine different AI tools and techniques in information retrieval, in document analysis, with human expert financial modeling to automate the company valuation process. So, of course, with the goal to empower investors, financial analysts, and stakeholders with data-driven insights about the company's performance so they could make better investment decisions. So what is company valuation? Company valuation is the process of determining the present or projected value of a company. So it's like putting a price tag on a particular company. So it's essential for investment decisions, for mergers and acquisitions, for strategic planning. It reflects the company's performance and financial health, of course. And it helps investors to decide whether to sell, hold, or buy company shares. So, of course, it's essential to reduce the risk and to be sure that you're not overpaying or undervaluing a certain company. So there are three primary valuation methods. If your background is in financial world, so you probably know about these primary valuation methods. So first one is DCF, discounted cash flow. Essentially, with DCF approach, you estimate company value based on future cash flow projections, where each projected cash flow value is being discounted to present value. And it takes into account the time value of money. And its focus is on intrinsic value of a company because it's based on the ability of a company to generate future cash flows over a certain period of time. And the second approach is comparable company analysis. This one takes into account the market perspective of a company, and it's actually based on you take similar company size, you take valuation multiples of similar companies to assess the value of a company being analyzed. And the third one is asset-based valuation. This one is simply calculating net assets, which you take total assets minus total liabilities, and then you get the net asset of a company. Okay, so how do we do it? Traditionally, company valuation and financial analysts usually need to take information and data from different sources. They take information from financial statements, from income statements, profit and loss statements from balance sheets, cash flow reports from they take external data like market trends, like they do peer comparisons, they take into account macroeconomic trends, interest rates, inflation rates. So each of these metrics can significantly change the final outcome of company valuation. And when they gather all these information, then they apply certain valuation methods that I talked about, or a combination of these methods. So it's a pretty complex process, and it all happens within the single Excel file with multiple sheets. It's a manual process. It's time-consuming. There's a lot of subjectivity involved in these estimations, and yeah, it has limited scalability because usually financial analysts can cover maybe 3, 4, or 5 different companies. Okay, so to address these challenges, we at Solvership partnered with Zagreb Stock Exchange and Forvis Mazars, financial services consulting company from Zagreb. And we actually started a year ago a project named AIR project, which stands for Artificial Intelligence Research Project. And the goal was to design, to develop, and to build automated company solution based on AI. So in focus of this research project are 6 prime market companies listed on Zagreb Stock Exchange: AD Plastic, Arena, Hospitality Group, Croatian Telecom, Atlantic Group, Podravka, and Valamar Riviera. So we address the following issues of traditional valuation methods, to automate this valuation process, to integrate this valuation process within the web interface. Of course, one of the goals is to minimize human resource dependency and provide better transparency and market efficiency. Okay, so here we can see the automated company evaluation phases. We start with acquisition of financial statements from Zagreb Stock Exchange. We download balance sheets, income statements, cash flow statements. We gather external data like interest rates, like inflation rates, like risk-free rates, equity risk premium, and debt over equity ratios. So all sorts of information necessary to perform the evaluation. After that, we apply AI to extract data from the Excel files, from PDF files, and the next phase is actually applying the evaluation methodology. After evaluation methodology, we do data presentation with summarizations, report generation. We do visualization of key performance indicators and so on. So next slide is about the technological point of view of this automated company valuation solution. Everything is built within a GCP platform. So we use Google Cloud run functions to initiate acquisition, download, and gathering of this dispersed data. We use Google Cloud runs functions for the extraction of these data, for parsing, for validation, for transformation. On top of this, we also use Cloud Run functions to, together with OpenAI LLM models, to do summaries of certain parts of data. We store everything in GCP bucket, and on the front end we have a web-based dashboard and the AI agent. Okay, so I will show you a couple of examples how AI is injected in certain parts of this automated company evaluation pipeline. So the first example is taking the income statements and balance sheets in an Excel file, and using AI to extract the financial metrics and positions from the Excel sheets. And when we extract those financial metrics, we actually ingest this structured data into the Postgre SQL database. The next example is where we take already stored data about financial metrics, and we read this data, we create a historical financial data tables, we take those tables, convert them to data frames, and then those data frames are converted to strings, to text, and then this text is fed to LLM to provide a summary of financial performance. So in this case, we have a company that experienced fluctuating revenues from 2018 to 2023, with revenue peaking, and so on and so on. So you get the if you are a financial analyst, you can read data from the table, but it's easier to read it and see it as in a textual form. Okay, the next example is where we take financial reports in PDFs, and we, for each company, for each year, we load each annual report, and we load it, we split it, we take those chunks, we create summaries, then all those summaries are taken and fed to LLM again to create final summary for each annual report. Okay, it's hard to read because the resolution is not so great. Okay, let's move to the next example. So here we take the same financial reports for a particular year, then we load it, we split it, but in this case we actually take this knowledge base contained within financial reports and store it in a vector database. And based on this vector database, we use it to extract information about the CEO ledger. Sorry, I just need to take some water. You probably know that each financial report in PDF format actually contains the part where CEO address the investors and general public or investors about the market trends, future opportunities, challenges that company has faced in that particular year. And so we want to extract this information and to show it, to display to the end user as well. Okay, the following example is similar to the previous one, but in this case we are extracting information about the ESG information. So it's also every financial report has ESG part where you can find information about here we get the report about the summary of the report about ethical and responsible practices. What else? Key objectives, strategies, and so on. So in this case, we are using the same Pinecone vector DB to extract relevant information based on our inquiry. Okay, and the following example is actually that interactive part that we applied within this solution. With this interactive part, we actually enable users to ask questions about the key performance indicators, about the revenues, about historical performances, about future growth possibilities. And it's all based on Google Agent Builder Vertex AI. The data sources can be, in this case, we're using cloud storage and GCP bucket where we stored PDF financial reports. But it can be a website or some API service that you can pull data from. And everything is converted, all this data is converted to Vertex AI, to a vector database, and vector AI search is used to extract relevant content, and then all this is displayed to the user. So there are a couple of examples here, but it's low resolution, so I don't think we can. you can read it. Maybe I can read it here. So, for example, I don't know. You can ask it to provide operating expenses and EBITDA for Croatian Telecom for year 2023, or you can, I don't know, ask how did the Russian-Ukrainian conflict impact AD Plastics 2022 financial results, or what was the Valomar's total revenue for 2022. You can even ask, I don't know, this financial agent to provide summary of key performance indicators in the last 5 years. And actually, that's it. So this solution minimizes human errors. It reduces this manual workload. It reduces amount of errors. It's a matter of scalability as well, because financial analysts can handle 4 or 5 companies at a time. This kind of solution can handle, I don't know, 5, 10, 20, 100,000 companies. So we use AI to extract financial summaries, to compare companies, to present structured insights for faster analysis. And with regard to future directions, we are also experimenting with multi-agent framework, where different agents have different tasks that will eventually, replace certain tasks performed by financial analysts. So We are replacing tasks of acquisition of data, of transforming of data, validation, storing of data, extracting relevant information, displaying that information based on user inquiry, playing around with different parts of valuation methods, changing discount rates, doing sensitivity analysis, and all other sorts of, financial analyst's job. So that's it. Thank you.
Do we have any questions, by any chance? Right there, 2, 3 questions already.
Hi, thank you so much for the presentation. It was brilliant. I have just one question. So how much, so when you enter into a new client, is this a plug-and-play solution, or you actually need to do some tailor-made, back-end work for them?
Not sure I got the question, but this is a research project. We currently focus on 6 companies listed on Zagreb Stock Exchange. We only work with data taken and gathered and processed for this particular 6 companies. So we are doing only at this moment, we are talking about research project, but it depends if this project is evaluated as successful, then we will move on with another 100 companies listed on the Zagreb Stock Exchange, and maybe we will, in a couple of years, cover all other stock exchanges.
Okay, and because it's a research project, because I saw that there's a lot of LLMs there.
Yeah, we can activate the presentation, so maybe.
No, but just my question goes into the direction, because we saw a lot of LLMs there. Do you have a feeling of tomorrow, if this is used by, it's not in the research and development phase, but it's actually in the commercial phase, do you know how expensive would be in terms of, because there's a lot of tokens that are generating there, right? So you use large language models throughout the backend process, and then you use GPT as, agent style as a front end. Do you have any feeling, or you have done the investigation of how expensive would be all this kind of solution?
I get it. I mean, even in this research phase, what we can see that even with these 6 companies, the costs made by using LLMs are really, I wouldn't mention them because they are so small that they don't affect the overall budget. And in a year or 2 or 5, I mean, we are talking about, we can see, we saw that these costs are decreasing almost on a, I don't know, it's not a monthly basis, but we can talk about 4 or 5 or 6 months, you can see a significant drop in costs of LLM.
Okay, perfect. So, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I think I saw 2 more questions. Where were the hands up behind?
Are you cooperating with companies like acquire.com or hop.com that are doing the startup sales, like micro startups?
No, at this phase, no. I mentioned that we partnered with Zagreb Stock Exchange and Forvis Mazars. So Forvis Mazars is a financial services company, company providing financial services and consulting. And actually, they were involved because of their expertise in this financial field, in financial domain. So actually, they designed and the financial model for these 6 companies that can be applied to, to any other company. We are talking about DCF valuation method. We are talking about, let's say it's a combination of DCF, comparable company analysis and net asset-based valuation.
What about like earning calls and that kind of analysis? Are you doing that?
Currently, we are not doing that. So at this moment, we are only conducting yearly analysis and yearly reporting and yearly assessment of companies involved in this project. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, Goran. I'm just wondering about the solar ship. Is it succeeding some previous, experience in finance where you were working in some financial companies and real investments? Or it's going to be, solar ship is definitely the diligence of the, company.
So Solvership is a consulting company dealing with data migration, data integration, data science, AI, big data.
So my question is, are you or have you been working the real investment? When I say you or the companies which are proceeding Solvership, or you will be working on the real investments?
Do you think about danger of us having information that can affect the investing decisions, or I'm not sure I got it.
Are you going to put money to do some real financial transactions at some point? Not yourself, I mean the company who will.
I think we have some NDAs or disclaimers that we are not allowed to participate in this financial market and investing.
All right.
So probably if one of us gets, rich, who to blame.
Okay,
No, I'm
perfect.
joking. Yeah.
Thanks, Goran. Any more questions?
Technical questions, maybe. So much cloud because it's nice in cloud. It's cold. It's nice. It feels nice, and it's flexible. It's scalable. Costs are not as we thought they will be, and so there's a lot of functionality, and especially with the Google and Agent Builder. So it's crazy how things progressed so far with regard to building agents and multi-agent framework, and so that's we like cloud. Yeah.
All right. Thanks again
Thanks.
for joining. Thanks.
Thank you.
Interesting. What a night.